Y'all, I went to a homeschool conference finally, and I loved it. This is the convention that I went to, CHAPS. It's the Christian Homeschool Association of Pennsylvania. This was very informative. I'll just read off some of the talks that I went to. I went to Lies Homeschoolers Believe. I went to The Power of Expectation. I went to Being a Wife, Being a Great Wife Even Though You Homeschool. I went to the nuts and bolts of homeschooling in high school. Did a full day Friday. I was there from early in the morning to when it finished at 4:30, 5 o'clock. And I had enough. Sorry. Mochi, stop barking. Sorry about that. So, as I was saying, I went to the homeschool conference. I went to different talks and I really enjoyed it. Just, sharing things like, God made us masterpieces and, grades don't define you, you defined you. And there were some big things that I really learned, even knowing that in order to become a coach with your child when they get older, you have to make the relationship. Otherwise, they're not going to want to hear anything from you. Relationships come first. And honestly, I am more and more knowing that in my homeschool now is that I try to give them a good learning and just a more deeper understanding of the Bible and Jesus and all of that and who he is to our family and in our lives and how we carry ourselves as Christians. And that is becoming more important to me in our homeschool and not just looking at what do I have to do to fulfill or make sure that you're right here or you're perfect. Like, I'm not with that no more. My child can struggle in something and be struggling at that for, months. And, people make it seem like that's not okay. Like we as adults never struggle and it takes us time to get to where we're going. So I don't want to hear that stuff anymore. Let your kids struggle. It's okay. And I'm learning that. Be free in your learning. Be okay with what they're doing. So as I will say, there were so many vendors there. There was a Becca, Sunlight, BJU. I got to talk to somebody from Sunlight. I also grabbed their magazine, and I got to talk to somebody from BJU. The next person, I did run into Osborne, and I bought some things. I'm going to show you what I bought. I bought some things from Osborne, and I'm also very interested in starting to sell Osborne books. So that's something that has caught my interest. That I might do in the future so I can show you guys how my ideas of how to use Osborne through learning and all of that stuff. So yes, I'm very interested. I got to talk to the lady. She was really cool. And I was just talking to her about business and how does she do that and travel with all the product and all that stuff. But it was really interesting. For me, even here on YouTube and on Instagram, I don't want to, if somebody wants me to show a product or to, me making money off of a product, I don't want to share stuff that's not educational. Some really cool people that I did run into, and I will try to link their website down below. There was something called kidsloveguitar.com, and I will try to link it below. But they do guitar, they do ukulele. So that was somebody I ran into and talked to. There's also a place called, trying to get the papers, Real Brave. This is like lessons for guitar, pianos, all types of stuff online. And yeah, so that is Real Brave. And yes, I will link their website below. I also ran into teaching textbooks. My kids did get to try out teaching textbooks. They all liked it. My younger one really liked it. My older one was kind of like, oh, it feels kind of kiddie. So I wanted them to try it because I was trying to take math off of my shoulders this year. So I didn't really want to go forward with Saxon because with Saxon, I have to check it. I'm doing most of the bulk of the work, so I didn't really want to do that again. But I will let you know what we did run into that we did love. So The next one that I ran into is Homeschool Astronomy. If anybody needs an astronomy course, you can actually get a free sample lesson. They can send it to you. This is what their flyer looks like. They have all different types of classes, and this is what the semesters look like. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. That was another person we ran into. Another person I talked to was Unbound. This I really like. I'm very interested in putting my kids in this in the future. It's called Unbound, and it says the skills, experience, and Christian coaching your high schooler needs to lead to a life of excellence. It's like they show them real world skills. So I really like that. Again, it's Unbound. One thing we are doing for next year, this is called Scripture Memory Fellowship. They show you, it's memory work. So they show you how to memorize verses, and we are going to start with the classics, but they do have Matthew, Mark. They have all the books where they go through and pick out certain scriptures that are the most important for like the chapter, the book, or whatever have you. And I thought that was really cool. And just the way that they show you that to memorize it. They also have an app. All of that's cool. They are out of Texas. So these are called Sword Grip. This is ABC Memory Workbook. There's even one for kids. All awesome. This was a product that I really like. It's scripturememory.com. I ran into Biblioplan, and I loved every single thing about it. Not only is it through a biblical perspective, and that's what I want for him, and it's history, but through a biblical through a biblical perspective. And it comes with like coloring book for the little kids, timeline, crafts, the reading, it's all there. So I really love this. And I talked with this lady for like an hour and a half, and I enjoyed it. And she said they really dig in. They talk about certain topics, even the way lifestyle was through, everybody. We're not just talking about, and it goes from the ancients all the way up to present. The last thing I want to share before I get in, and I'm going to make it quick, is my kids ran into Math UC. I was not expecting to run into Math UC, and my kids like it. So Caleb really liked it, and then the other two were like, yeah, it's okay. But upon finding out that it's more of a mastery curriculum, which is something that I was kind of going back and forth with when I was choosing a math, whether to do spiral or mastery this year. It kind of puts you in a stage where you might have to go back a little before you go forward. And for me, that's okay. I just want them to really know and grasp math. So if they have to go back a little to go forward, it's fine with me. So this is something I'm still considering, but Math UC might be on the horizon for us next year. All right, let's get to the good stuff now, since I done talked your head off, and I'm sorry. Upon talking to Sunlight, I got this book for free. It's called A Single Shard, and it's by Linda Sue Park. The lady from Sunlight gave this to me with a promise to share it with you. So it says try Sunlight. It's the whole schedule, but what it comes with is, what to read during the week, and then discussion questions, which I thought was really awesome. And I was like, that's fine for me. I liked it. I'll read it with them. So we are going to be reading this next year, and I can't wait to share with you how it worked out. So at Osborne, I bought times table practice pad. This is just a pad where he can practice his times tables all during the summer, or a quick day if we're on the road somewhere. More practice of times tables. This is by Osborne. The next thing I got was the 100 Things to Know About the Human Body book by Osborne. I love Osborne books. I went there specifically to look at their human body books. I felt like this one had the most information in it that wouldn't be something that I felt like I already had. to give you extra stuff that you want to talk about. That's what it looks like inside. Like I said, I wanted this to add on to what I had kind of already had. Another page inside. And that's the 100 things to know about the human body by Osborne. And I had to walk away because I knew I would have spent more money. Now, at this place, they also had a used curriculum sale. So I grabbed some books just as add-ons for stuff that we might need next year. And can't wait to update you on how we're doing and what's going to go on with our homeschool next year. I got by Scholastic the body book. You can make an entire body. It gives you the pieces that you can cut out and put together. Human body is going to be part of our morning box for one day out of the week. And then I got this Evan Moore, also the human body book. Then I also got for my 4th grader, Read and Understand Science. And then this last one, Rocks and Minerals, because my oldest likes rocks and minerals. So that was all that I picked up, guys. I did not go nuts. I told myself I was not going to buy everything, and I did not. And I was happy that I stayed. I was really there at this conference for more information. And like I said, I got a lot of information. I feel more good, and I am walking away happy and ready to go walking into my 3rd year of homeschooling. So you guys, thank you for coming along. Sorry this video was so long. I will check you out next time. Bye.